Hello my dears, and welcome back to Let's Play Dark Souls 3, and welcome back to the Castle Lothric, where we're waiting here for an ally to turn up so we can go and fight the Dragon Armor. Wonderful boss, really cool boss, very bloody difficult. It's one of the bosses where everything ramps up in this game. I've never been able to do it on my own, because I'm crap at Dark Souls in general. But I really like it. It's one of those bosses where I can definitely see how it works. I can see how you would defeat it if you were a good Dark Souls player. And I've seen lots of good Dark Souls players actually do it, but I'm not. So, oh, here we are. Warrior of Sunlight. Hello. How are you? Ashen One, that's your name. How are things, Ashen One? Thank you so much for turning up.
Hello.
Hi! Okay, look at that. I don't know what the significance of this is, like the moonlight butterfly thing, the distorted moonlight butterfly sort of touches and possesses the dragon armor. It's really weird. I mean, the armor itself is very clearly the armor of one of Gwyn's knights, one of the High Knights of Gwyn from another time, another era. It looks a little bit like Ornstein, doesn't it? It's got the elements of Ornstein about it. Maybe one of his followers, maybe one of his knights, who knows? But I don't know, like, what the lore behind it is. I don't know why the corrupted moonlight butterfly tries to possess it or brings it to life. It's so weird. But it's beautiful. I mean, I love the fight, I really do. It's a bit like a Dark Souls 2 fight in that you're fighting against a big knight. But it's actually very different in terms of how it plays. You can't use the old tactics here. You can't just like skirt round to the right and avoid its blows to kill it. It doesn't work. It just doesn't work. So much fun. Look at that. I mean, thank you very much, Ashen One. Thank you so much. Couldn't have done that on my own because I need a distraction to fight that one. It's a very tough boss. He's very quick, despite his bulk. Very quick, and can kill you in 1 or 2 hits. 1 or 2. Very tricky. Look at that. Look at... Oh, we're so high now. We're so very high. I don't know what the corrupted moonlight butterfly things imply. I don't know quite what they're here for or what it means. Very strange though. I love the symbolism of it. I mean, funnily enough, we are now approaching an area which, like a lot of the areas of this game, echoes a certain area in Dark Souls 1, and that is the Duke's Archives. We are now heading for the Grand Archives, which are very like the Seath's areas from Dark Souls 1. Very like them indeed. I love all this, like the redundant areas in this game, and there are lots of them. There are lots of like little passageways that go nowhere. Yeah, it's weird. It just goes nowhere. There's no like items down here or anything like that. Slightly weird. Sadness. I thought there might be like an area, like a secret area here, but no. It's just a slightly redundant area. Very weird. Very weird. Now, what hath we down here? Let's have a nosy, shall we? Ooh, there's definitely something. What hath we? A Titanite chunk. That's all right. It's nothing overly special, but it's all right. We can certainly make use of that. Now this is weird. This is slightly odd. We've only just had a bonfire, and then there's one directly here with no threats intervening. It might seem odd, but it will actually make a lot of sense when we've unlocked certain areas in a moment. It will actually make sense, believe it or not. It is slightly weird, slightly odd, but it does make sense. There's lots of secret areas around here. There's actually... I think there's access to another DLC area around here, so we will be going for that in a moment. Look at it all. Look up there, the moonlight butterfly thing streaming through the air. I love that. I love the imagery of it. Grand Archives key, that's useful. And I don't think we'll ever use those blades, to be honest. Ah, yeah, this is part of a shortcut for later. Much, much, much later, actually. Now, look at those things. Very peculiar. Gargoyles and statuary. Oh yeah, be wary of Sorcerer. Definitely. There's an enemy in here that you might recognise from earlier in the game. He's just about to turn up. There he is. Yeah, that is another Crystal Sorcerer. Who was a boss earlier on, but is now actually a normal enemy, and a bit of a bastard, to be honest. He's going to be harassing us throughout this area. Throughout. Love this area. It's like the seat of learning in all of Lothric. It's where all of the forbidden knowledge has been collated. Although it is in a bit of a mess at the moment. It would be rather difficult finding what you're looking for around here. Whoa! Yeah, until we kill him, that sorcerer is going to be a bastard. These guys, these guys are everywhere here, and they're not any tougher than they were in the earlier in the game, but they do have weapons that are very, 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 very powerful now, so they can actually kill you quite easily. Especially when they occur in conjunction with some of the other enemies around here. You've got to approach them in a very particular way. Because again, the enemy placement in this area is very well done. It's designed to be frustrating and difficult. Bloody... I don't like being invaded. I don't know whether this one is a computer-controlled player or whether it's an actual player in the game, but it's frustrating. I don't like invaders. I'm a solitary sort when it comes to video games. I'm not that bothered about doing the fighting other players or whatnot to prove your superiority. For one thing, I don't have it. As I've previously discussed, I'm shit at Dark Souls. I don't want to fight other players. I really don't. I just want to get on. I want to see all the wonderful different environments, and I want to fight all the wonderful bosses and take in the mythology and the implied narrative of it all. That's what I want to do. You see those burning axes? They can kill you so quickly with them. No, we're alright. Lots of secrets in this area too, as you might imagine. Oh, there's the other player, or no, it's actually a computer-controlled character, and he's a bastard. Very difficult to fight in this environment, you know, in this closed environment. Oh, the Archivists. The Archivists in this area are wonderful. They've all got their heads dipped in wax, and they have candles on their heads. Look. Very strange. Very strange indeed. I've made a mistake here. I've backed myself into a corner, and now the computer's just going to spam that magical attack. Which is, I believe, a kind of pyromancy, a kind of dark pyromancy. It's just going to spam it. So, yeah, that's me done. Shit. Utter bastard. Utter bastard. I sincerely hope that we don't run into that again. I sincerely do. I mean, I don't mind the computer-controlled ones so much because they're part of the game, but what I think the thing that I really hate, and it's something I hated more in Dark Souls 2, because they could just invade you when they wanted, was I hate the players that just turn up. They just invade the game and then kill you when you're trying to do something. Very, very, very frustrating indeed. In Dark Souls 2, that was just a design mistake. To allow the adversaries to just invade you when they wanted, that was a profound mistake. Here it's not so bad because if you're not embered, they can't invade you. So you can make that choice if you want, which I kind of like. Yes. Precarious looking corpse up there. Oh, I didn't see him before. Hey, what have you got for me? Ooh, actually quite good. And there's my my souls. Very nice. Very nice. There's the Archivist. Love these guys. They're not tough. They're not tough at all. As I say, they're Archivists, so they're not really warriors. They're not designed to hurt you as such. Although they can if you're not wary. That one over there, the one that's got his candle lit, he is tough. Because while the others are coming at you and distracting you, he's going to cast magic at you. So, and he's also got more health, so yes. This is fun. This vat of wax here, you can dip your head in it, so you get the Archivist head. It doesn't last very long, but you can do it. It's kind of fun. It doesn't do anything. All it does is it gives you the candle head. Yeah? Kind of fun. Kind of silly. That's the way out, but I don't want to go yet because there's other things to find around here. For one thing, there is a knight wandering around here who needs taking care of. Or he's going to be a pest. There he is. You can see his pike behind the bookcases there. Look at this, there are astrolabes and devices all over the place. Love that. Am I going to fight him fairly? No. For one thing, he's one of the red-eyed knights, which makes him tough. He's hollow, essentially. So no, I'm not going to fight him fairly. I'm going to blat him. Ah. There we go. And what's he got for me? What's he left behind? Oh, quite good. An ember. That's always going to be useful. A lot of these bookcases move and slide aside later on to reveal secret areas. Not quite yet, though. We need to activate all the mechanisms before that happens. But, I mean, the parallels and the similarities should be obvious. This is so clearly the Duke's archives from Dark Souls 1. It's just this world's incarnation of them. And funnily enough, they belong to Seath the Scaleless. Very close to here, there's a secret boss that is... he so closely resembles Seath the Scaleless, it's unbelievable. Now, need to be careful in here. Some of these bookcases erupt with like spectral hands and ghostly limbs, and you want to be dead careful of them. These crystal lizards are designed to lead you into their grip. Watch. Ah, there they are. They're slightly silly. They're slightly like Ghost Train ride. I like them. I think they're very cool. God, look at all this damage we're causing. I mean, I really like Lothric. Lothric is one of my favourite environments in all of Dark Souls, and we're just destroying great swathes of it. Yeah. It's very Ghost Train ride, that, isn't it? Or very sort of like haunted house. Yeah. I kicked it by accident. There we go. Lots of twinkling titanite, which is really rather nice. Yes, you see how it works. This guy's designed to lead you into the grip of the bookcases. I mean, as long as you're careful, you should be alright. They're not that threatening. Oh, there's another one. This one's one of the big ones as well, that can do magic. Must keep a weather eye out for that sorcerer as well. He's still knocking about. What? And no, you can't kill them. They're an environmental hazard. Hello, what are you doing? Oh, more titanite. God, they really do want you to upgrade your weapons at this point, don't they? And it's you'll see why later. The boss of this area is one of the toughest in the game. I mean, it is possible to defeat them on your own. It's very possible, but bloody hell is it difficult. Oh, there's the sorcerer up on the balcony. Muttering away to himself. They're Big Hat Logan's followers. It's just that millions of years have passed since Big Hat Logan. So he's become almost sanctified. He's become lionized. And his followers are as mad as he went. It seems to be something about sorcery. I mean, Seath the Scaleless, one of the great-grandfathers of sorcery in this world, he went the same way. He went mad too. There is an innately corrupting Lovecraftian element to the sorcery in the Dark Souls universe. It does eventually drive you mad. I mean, if you remember Big Hat Logan from Dark Souls 1, he ended up taking off all of his clothes and then attacking us. Yeah, he went completely doolally tap. Which is a shame, really, because he actually was one of the only nice characters from Dark Souls 1. Now, this is a tough series of enemies up here. Ah, I forgot about them. Shit. Oh no, I think I fucked myself. Ah! Yeah. That's how that happens. Oh, dearie me. Well, ladies and gentlemen, considering that we've already killed a boss and we've made some progress into the Great Archives, or the Grand Archives rather, I do believe we shall leave it there, and we shall come back a little later and explore a little more deeply. So, until then, ladies and gents, bye-bye!